Hello. So it let me start that again. It's 3:06 p.m. on Saturday. I did make a video yesterday. Last night I made a video, and I've just realized now that apparently it did not post, which sucks because I didn't post a video yesterday. But I made one. But so I'm just gonna redo it, do a new one right now, just on the spot, do this stuff. All right, let's go. It's Friday video, whatever. Uh, uh, Mel, you asked us to talk. You asked us to check out Miranda July, and I did look up Miranda July on like IMDb, and she has a fairly small body of publicly available works, so I think I will check her out because it'll be relatively easy to. I did check out, she's got a short film called Are You the Favorite Person of Anybody? That one I just saw it on the list. Kind of struck a chord because I have realized recently that I'm not really anyone's best friend. I'm not anyone's favorite person. Um, and so I checked that out because I was like, oh, I was just thinking about that. And it's a good short film. You guys I reinforce that recommendation because it's a good short film. It's got John C. Riley in it. It's very sad and interesting, um, kind of a thing. I don't know. I liked it. Mark, your sketch was very funny. I laughed a good amount. I totally understand where you're coming from. Megan, welcome back. I have a notepad thing here that I made last night, so I can legitimately just completely rehash what I said yesterday. We should all send Megan a reminder on reminders on Wednesday because she's apparently very forgetful about Wednesdays. So Wednesdays, we should all just be bugging the crap out of her with, "Hey, it's Wednesday," things. Uh, yes. Megan, I have no idea how anyone could possibly think the Avengers was overhyped. There are a lot of people who seem to think that just because everyone loves a movie, that means it's going to be overhyped. No, maybe that just means everyone loves a movie because you can't overhype the Avengers. It's too good to overhype. You cannot say a single thing about it that isn't a single good thing about it that isn't true. Well, that's not true, but you know what I'm saying. It's a really good movie. You're not gonna overhype it. I noticed you called it blue tack. Here we call it sticky tack. It is blue, but we call it sticky tack. I don't know. That's what I hold my posters up with. Just wanted to point that out. You said you were talking about my talking about Tim Burton and Johnny Depp, and I'd like to clarify that I do like Tim Burton and Johnny Depp. You said like I like Tim Burton and Johnny Depp. I do as well. I just think they're much better when they're separate. Like together, they've got I don't know Edward Scissorhands, uh, but not. I don't feel like they have much else when they work together. Whereas like Johnny Depp has like my favorite Johnny Depp movie is the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and then there's like there's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and there's Rango, and he's got all of his best movies, in my opinion, are the ones where he's separated from Tim Burton, and the same applies to Tim Burton. My favorite Tim Burton movies are like Beetlejuice and Batman. I feel like Tim Burton's best collaborations are when he's with Michael Keaton, not Johnny Depp, though, anyone working together for too long can be bad. I don't know. But I feel like their best movies exist separate from each other, and so they just should spend some time apart. Of course, we all know about Stephen Fry. Stephen Fry is Stephen Fry. Stephen Fry is Stephen Fry. I do also. I'd like to clarify that I do like Dollhouse. I didn't say I didn't. I didn't mean that I didn't like Dollhouse. I do like it. It's a good show. It's just disappointing when you consider everything else Joss Whedon has done. I came from Dollhouse after I watched Dollhouse after I had already seen Firefly and Buffy and Angel, and it's not up to par. I love the main scientist character. The guy who plays Victor is wonderful. That guy is such a good actor. He's in Community once too. He was cool there as well. He is so good at just switching personalities and becoming that person. That actor is so good. But there's a bunch of little flaws with the show. The first season kind of, I don't know, dragged. It didn't have much to it compared to the connectiveness of the second season. And the main flaw, in my opinion, is Eliza Dushku. She she's a good actor, I suppose. You know, she did a great job as Faith in Buffy, but she is just not up to par for playing that role, the role of the main character in the show, where she has to be switching personalities all the time. She has to completely change her personality, and she doesn't. It looks like someone pretending to be that person, and it just doesn't work. She's not a good enough actor to be the lead character of Dollhouse of that show, and it really drags the show down. I agree with the OC Search and Rescue. My idea, my plan, is next time I see him on Facebook, I'm gonna like say, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on? How's life? I haven't seen you around Concordial Collaboration for a while." Hint, hint, wink, wink. That's my basic idea. We do call them garage sales here, Megan, but but it doesn't need to be in a garage. That's just selling the crap from your house. It's also called a yard sale, you know, on your driveway, in your garage, on the front lawn, wherever. It's just selling stuff. I just bought some stuff from a radio station who was like selling old CDs. They had to raise some money and they called it a garage sale, but it was in their like radio station. So it's just what we call it here. You guys should be. You mentioned Mark's videos. Everyone, I'm. This isn't my recommendation because I'm sure you guys would check them out at some point. But Mark has posted several of his videos already, and you guys should really check them out because they are wonderful. He's doing a great job with them. They're very interesting, and I'm really um, impressed with him. Um, uh, like yeah, I'm very impressed with Mark with his ability with his willingness to share these parts of his life with the internet because they do seem like they were very hard to go through, and it is very different from the typical nerd fighter who is like, you know, whose biggest trouble was, oh, no one liked me in high school, when Mark has had to deal with schizophrenia and drug use, and he's had a difficult life. In many places, and I very much respect him for being able to share some of these very seemingly very intimate details with the internet. I think you guys should check it out. My recommendation for the week is Spaced. Megan has probably seen it. It's a fairly popular British show. It's got Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright and Nick Frost working on it. Those are the Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz guys, and then it's also got Jessica Haynes, who is a fairly known British actor, I suppose. She writes and co-stars along with Simon Pegg, and it's a great show. It's got great characters. Second season is super funny. First season is also funny, um, and I liked it. Yeah, I got a new. I'm not wearing it right now. I was last night when I wrote this list down. I got a new "This Star Won't Go Out" bracelet since my last one busted. I finally ordered one. I got it in the mail. So I've got a new one of those, but I'm not wearing it at the moment. I am wearing my Pizza John shirt though, that he drew on Peteception. He drew his face on it. Pete's, yeah. You guys have seen this shirt. Probably not for a year or so, but whatever. Yeah, okay, that's it. Over 8 minutes. Okay, yeah. Sorry for this being so long. Yesterday's was long too. When I did it yesterday, I was hoping I could get this done faster. Apparently not. Okay, cool. It's Saturday, should be Friday, whatever. I'll see someone sometime. Cool. Press the button.